Lay down, corpse pose to start, legs out wide, arms out wide. Allow yourself to settle with a couple of deep breaths in and out, maybe some audible sighs. Close your eyes. Maybe take one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Just breathe into the palms. Take one more breath here. Deep breath in. And an audible sigh, let that go. Now bend your knees, set your feet on the mat. Start with figure 4 here. Let's start with right ankle over left thigh. Use your right hand to gently nudge that right thigh open. Take your hand back down to the ground. Now from here, see if you can spread the low back wide. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your right ankle, keeping the knee open off of your thigh. Oh, yeah. So try to lift the right ankle in figure 4 off of the left thigh, trying to slide that right knee open and away. Good. Here for 3. For 2, welcome the trembles. And 1, rest the ankle back down, release, and just relax into that hip. We'll do that one more time. Low back spreads wide, breathe in. Exhale, lift the ankle off of the thigh, open up that right knee out. We're gonna focus on some hip strengthening today. And go ahead and release ankle to thigh. Uncross the legs, let your pelvis and low back find neutral. And then other side, left ankle on top of right thigh, open the knee away. Low back spreads. As you exhale, see if you can lift that ankle off of the thigh, drawing the left knee away. Activity through the top of the foot and the toes. Try to relax the face. And release. Relax the breath here. One more time. Lift the ankle off of the thigh. Try to open up that knee. Welcome the trembles. Again, trying to keep the face relaxed. And release. Uncross the legs. That low back lift. And then again, inhale, spread the low back wide on the ground. Hover the knees over your hips. Knees about hip width distance apart. Draw your arms to the sky, make fists. Land the fist inside your inner thighs. Sort of the meaty part of the inner thighs. Now, rotate the knees in towards center as you kick the feet wide. Now, press the knees and the inner thighs into your fists. Squeeze and hold. Broaden through the chest, low back stays wide. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, hug your knees in towards your chest. Keep the tailbone down, maybe take a rock. And then start to rock back and forth. We'll meet in seated into tabletop. So just rock back and forth. Roll over cross ankles. If you want to start the playlist here, number 6, you can. And then we'll move into wrists under our shoulders, knees under hips, flat back. As you exhale, draw in, protect low back, and lengthen through the trunk. Slide your right leg back. Hover, inner thigh lifts, hover the leg. Left arm forward, thumb to the sky. Level pelvis as you pull up through the supporting forearm. Quiver Try not to let the breath be stuck and sticky. And release. Find all fours, other side. Slide left foot back. Lift from the inner thigh from an active heel. Send the right arm forward, thumb to the sky, look down. Good, yogis. And level off, hand and knee down. Okay. Now this time we're sort of taking a fire hydrant here. So slide your right knee up and out. Flex through that ankle, so toes towards shin. Try to level the pelvis as best you can. Lift the left arm out to the side, palm face down. Back of neck and head stay long and forward. And release. Other side. Bend knee, left side out to the side, up, active foot. Right arm out to the side, palm down. And release, all fours. Downward facing dog, tuck your toes, straighten through the legs, send the hips up and back. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Kick your fingertips a little bit, about like a ½ inch outward. Now squeeze in through the arms and pull up through the forearms. Sit your upper, outer hips up and back. You might need to bend the knees. Nice team. One more breath. Good. Now from here, take your right knee towards your opposite arm. Opposite arm. Exhale. Modification, come to all fours. Take right knee to opposite elbow or tricep. Squeeze. Hold for 3. For 2. Downward facing dog on 1. Exhale. Good. Other side. Left knee to opposite elbow or tricep, or from all fours, take the knee to opposite arm. Lift and squeeze. For 3. For 2. Down dog on 1. Nice job. Deep breath in and out. Handprint your way to the back of your mat. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Frog squat. If you feel like the ankles are too tight, you might roll the back of your mat. Set your heels on that little prop. Toes about 11 and 1. Hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall through the front of the spine. If you have some underlying knee stuff going on or any acute knee stuff going on, just be mindful today in your transitions. When we do squats that are dynamic, you don't have to go all the way down. Take one more breath here. And release. Move your way back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Now this time draw your right knee to the same arm. So shift forward. You can come into all fours and do the same thing. Knee above the elbow maybe. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left knee to same arm, elbow tricep. You can come to all fours and do the same thing. Squeeze up and in. Good. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Step your right foot outside of your right hand, lizard lunge. Open the chest, pull it forward. Exhale, down dog. Other side, left foot outside left hand, lizard lunge. Pull the chest open and forward. Downward facing dog. Again, right side, step right foot outside, right hand. Pause, squeeze in through the inner thighs. Stay here with hands down or explore lifting the arms forward. Rocket lizard here. Exhale, come down, down dog, ride the breath. Other side, left foot outside left hand. Stay here or draw in through core, lift the arms, squeeze in through the legs. Hands down. 2 more times each side, down dog. Step through, inhale. Exhale, push, squeeze, come up, arms up. Come back down, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot out. Exhale, push, squeeze legs, come up. Inhale, down. Exhale, downward dog. Good, one more time. Right foot out. Come up. And down. Down dog. Lizard on the left. Push, squeeze, come up, exhale. Inhale, down. Downward facing dog. Pause for just a breath here. In. And out. Good. Walk your hands to the back of your mat again. Frog squat. I'm going to roll just to show. Set my heels down if the heels don't come to the earth. Frog squat. Good. Hands to heart center. Notice the rate of your breath, what's shifted and the quality of it, and the heart rate. Now lift the seat about a couple inches. Breath body. Now come about halfway up. Sit towards the heels, keep the chest broad. Try not to banana through the low back. Contract through the abdominals, especially low belly, to protect low back. And then nice and slow. How slow can you come up to standing? Good. Again, come halfway. Take a squat. Try to sit towards the heels. Stay upright through the front of the spine as best you can. Be mindful with the knees. You can always be a little bit higher. Nice and slow, come back to frog squat. Downward facing dog, exhale. Nice team. From down dog, bring your feet to touch. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, open the hip. So draw the right hip open as it stacks over the left. Leg stays straight. The chest can twist to the side of the room a little bit, but remind the left shoulder to lift. Now bend the top knee, scorpion. Reach the knee high. Maybe draw down through the left heel. On your next breath out, move to low lunge. So just step the right knee forward, right foot forward, and rise to warrior two. Spin the back heel down, heel to heel alignment maybe. Shoulders come over hips, arms wide. Good. A modification here, you can always shorten your stance. Otherwise, find your depth and expression. Feel the outer thigh wrap in towards the inner thigh. Press down through all four corners of your back foot and anchor down through the outer right heel as you spread the wrists apart. Maybe look forward. Breath, body awareness. Nice, everyone. Stick with it. One more inhale. Ride the exhale to downward facing dog. Plant the hands, step it back. We're gonna cherish our wrists today, not do any chaturangas. We're focusing on the hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good, feet together. Left leg sweeps high, breathe in. Open the hip, let the leg shift to the right side of the room. Then explore bending the knee. Right shoulder comes up just a touch. Reaching the knee high, maybe drawing the right heel down. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Nice and slow, step through. Warrior two, come on up. Shoulders over your pelvis here, arms out. Shorten your stance if you need to. Good. Outer thigh wraps to inner thigh, all four corners of that back foot, outer left ankle. Now make fists with your hands, squeeze. Draw your knuckles down towards the ground. Breathe into the top of the wrists. Stay with the awareness of the strength in the legs. Draw the knuckles back up. Turn your thumbs to the sky, still with fists. Draw your knuckles down towards the ground. And release. Now flick your fingers open like you're flicking water away. Flick. Nice. In warrior 2 for 3. For 2. And low lunge. Ride the exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Find your frog squat again, 11 and 1 with the toes. You can roll the mat if you need to under the heels, hands to heart. Breathe in. Exhale, push through the feet. Lift to about halfway or higher if you need to. As you exhale, feel the lower abdominals contract. Try to keep that engagement. On your next breath out, push, nice, slow, rise to standing frog. And back down, nice and slow, halfway or a little bit higher. Hold and hover. Frog squat, nice and leisurely here. Good, downward facing dog. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, high plank, shift forward, top of a push-up. Let yourself just fire here with flat back, broad chest. Knees can come down if you need to. Good, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior 2 again. Rise up, breathe in. Now toe heel your back foot about a half step in. Send your left hand to your waist or your hip, rather. From here, you're gonna lean down. You might reach for a block. Try to reach for the right side, right corner of your mat or straight in front of you. Lift the left toes gently off of the ground. Draw in through your core, chest stays to the side of the room. Push through that standing leg, come into half moon balancing. Lift. And land, nice and slow, back to light toes on the ground. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Come up with the leg, chest stays to the side of the room, active foot and leg. And nice and slow, land it back down. Stay with that outer right hip pinning in. 1 more time, come up, float, half moon. Heel presses forward, toes open wide, chest to the side of the room. Maybe explore left arm up. Stay here. Try not to hold the breath. Nice and slow, come to standing. Be mindful. Woo. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Separate your feet as if you were coming into frog squat, so a little bit wider than hips. We're just gonna take a dynamic sort of chair flow here. So on your inhale, sit back, take arms up. Exhale to stand. Again, chair, stand. Squeeze the glutes on the way up. Chair, stand. Last 2. Chair, stand. So dynamic stillness today. Chair, stand. Nice. Separate your feet. Bring your feet together. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach tall, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Straight to down dog, breath out. So just step it back, down dog. Nice. Left foot steps forward, low lunge. Warrior 2 this side, come on up. Nice team. Right hand to your hip. Toe heel the back foot in. Nice and slow.
Reach for your block or the earth right in front of you or towards the left side of your space. Chest stays to the side of the room. Come up, half moon. Good, nice and slow land. How gently can you land the toes? Again, come up, straighten through that leg. You might keep that knee a little bit bent. And land. Beautiful, one more time. Inhale, leg up. And land. Left hip stays in and slides back. One more time, float and hold and hover, half moon. Maybe right hand comes up. Nice, team. Remind your breath body to breathe, not hold. Here for 3. To standing into, stand in 1. Nice and slow, come to stand. Hands to heart or arms down by your sides. Soften through the shoulders and the face. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Good. All right, come with feet together and standing. From here, draw your hands to your hips. We'll take one-legged Tadasana. Push through the left foot and then reach the right knee to hip height. Level the pelvis, hands to heart center, or stay with hands at hips. From here, Yogi squat, or you might have heard it as Shiva squat. Bend the standing knee, sweep the right leg behind towards the outside of the left knee. Take a chair, one-legged chair. Sit towards your heel, keep the chest lifted, squeeze the legs. Ooh. Come back, one-legged Tadasana, one-legged mountain. Again, Yogi squat, squeeze. One-legged Tadasana, mountain, knee up. One more. If you fall out, no big deal. Come back up, knee lifts, and stand. Straight to the other side, team. Left knee to hip height. Try to keep the hips level. Yogi squat. Send the knee back towards the outside of the right knee. One-legged chair, squat, squeeze. Come back up, one-legged mountain, knee to hip height. 2 more times. Wrap, squeeze, sit back and chest up. And one-legged. One more time. Squeeze and squat. And to stand. Good, everyone. Feet together. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, bend the elbows. Take your thumbs towards the back of your neck and shoulders. Lift the elbows up. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. And then just go ahead and come into a seat. How we doing? All right. Middle of your mat, so your heels are on your mat. Dandasana, so seated, staff upright. Take your hands to your heart center. Without using your hands, see if you can take tree pose with the right leg. So right heel comes in towards higher or towards sort of knee or inner left thigh. And hover. Try to stay upright. Set the foot down, open up the leg, so tree legs. Sit up nice and tall. Good, now see if you can lift the foot, the ankle off of the ground again. Reach the right leg long at a hover. Flexing through the hip, set it down. Other side, hover the left foot. Draw it in as if in tree legs, so tree pose legs. Hover that heel, that foot off of the ground. Set the foot down, open up the legs, so tree legs. Sit up nice and tall. Now hover the heel, hover the foot. Hold. Reach the leg long, stay with the hover. Flex through that hip and set it down. Ooh. Now draw your legs wide, slide the heels in, grab for your ankles, sort of this bear seat here. Lift your front of the spine up, open the chest, come out of your low back. Soften the face, maybe close the eyes. Take some gracious breaths here. And release. Stay with these wide legs, hands tented behind you. Then start to reach your knees towards the right side of your space, coming into a 90-90 legs. Slow windshield wiper of the legs. Come back to center. And to the other side, 90-90 legs. If you want to explore hands to heart, you can do that. Come back to the right. Come back to the left. Come back to the right. Come back to the left. One more time to the right. You might have scooted forward a little bit, especially if your hands were at heart center. Stay 90-90 on the right. Now lift your left ankle and foot up. Take an internal rotation. Hold and squeeze. 3, 2, and release. Come to the left side. Lift your right foot, ankle up. Take an internal rotation through the hip. 3, 2, and release. Come back to center, and then go ahead and lay down. Come onto your back. Grab your strap and your belt if you have it. You're going to come onto your back, frog in the legs. If you don't have a strap or a belt, you can just use your hands. But ideally, take your belt to your ball bounds of your feet. Take frog in the legs, so kick the heels and toes out, and then start to draw your knees in using the leverage of the strap. Pushing in the strap, pulling down through the feet. Low back is down, tailbone is down. And release. Set your prop to the side. Slide your legs out wide for Shavasana or horse pose. And then I invite you maybe to have arms overhead, reaching and grabbing opposite elbows. You might lift the chest and sort of slide the shoulders down away from the head space and lay back down. If this doesn't serve you, arms out wide, palms to the sky. Maybe just do that, take an audible sound. Eyes closed. Maybe switch the cross of the forearms if you have an overhead. So the polarity that is actually the totality that is life, we have to decide what to make of it, what it will make of us, and if we'll make a point of knowing joy in the face of it. And as with all things, once things pass, and it will pass, we'll be charged with the question of how did it change you? How did it change you? And as I bring my hands to heart center, I hope that may we each be able to answer that question with for the better. In gratitude, you're more than welcome to stay here. Bring my hands to third eye center in honor of you and your light.